साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्. Offering all our humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of Sai Ma, and Sairam to all the listeners here. With Swami's blessings, the 17th episode of Pran Sakha is going on air now. Before we start, let me introduce two of the speakers, both belonging to the teaching fraternity. One is Mrs. Jayashree Narayanan. She did her B.Ed in Swami's College in 1997. She worked as vice principal in Sri Sathya Sai School, Chittor, E Road, for a brief period. Then she also was a part of Vidya Vahini team, and she is a Balvikas Guru since 1998. And at present, she's working as TGT in Murugappa groups of school. Welcome, Jayashree Narayanan. The second speaker of the day is Srimati B. Jayashree, who did her B.Sc Physics honors in Swami's College from 1994 to 1997. Then she pursued her B.Ed. Then, after getting her graduation there, she moved to Chennai. There she had continued her post-graduation in MSc Physics and then MPhil Physics at Anna University. She worked as a lecturer and assistant professor in 3 institutions that includes Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Currently, she is working as PGT in physics at a CBSE school in Chennai. Yes, today is a day where we are eagerly waiting to listen to both the educators who have had wonderful time with Swami, and listening to Swami's experiences will give us immense joy and make us bask in the bliss of the glorious times. Yes, I leave the stage for Jayashree Narayanan and Jayashree. Welcome. Sairam, please share your experiences.
Sairam Akka. My humble salutations to Swami's lotus feet and loving Sairam to all the sisters. Sairam Akka for that loving introduction about both of us. I would like to begin this episode of Pran Sakha by narrating one of my my side moment which happened just a couple of years back. So it was a Sunday afternoon. Our doorbell rang, and when we went and opened the door, we were in for a surprise. One of our elderly aunt and her daughter, my cousin, had come home. They had come from Coimbatore, so we were not aware of their visit. So they had come to attend a wedding in Chennai. They attended the wedding and they came to our home. And after paying visit to our home and one more relative, they wanted to go back to the wedding again for the reception function at the evening. So they also had some short time left with them. So we spoke with them and we asked them how the wedding was and all that. And after that, I wanted to offer them something, so I asked if they would like to have some coffee or tea. Both of them said no, they stopped drinking coffee, tea for some health reasons. Then I asked if they would like to have milk. They refused even that. Then I asked if they would like to have boost. My cousin sister said yes, she would like to have boost. Uh, but my aunt, she said no, she doesn't want boost either.
Jayashree sister, you may continue.
Saram, humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagawan, our mother Sai. Let Swami speak through me. I pray Swami is speaking through me. And it's a wonderful opportunity for us. Actually, we have thought of sharing 1997 final year's interview first, and then what we thought was we can discuss about our B.Ed interview, which was so special actually. I think Jayashree has joined. I would like Jayashree to continue. Sorry, sisters. So let me first give you a gist of my experience. Uh, Jayashree sister has joined. If she can, I will continue this later. Sairam, Jayashree sister.
Okay, sorry, I lost connectivity. I'm very
Yeah,
sorry for that.
no problem. No
So that is what. So I should have stopped asking her what she wanted. The moment I asked her, "What do you drink? Do you drink Horlicks?" My aunt was really happy. She said, "Yes, give me Horlicks." I that put me in a fix. I didn't know what to do. So I went to the kitchen, and for Horlicks also she had some instructions. She said, "Don't add milk to it. Just add hot water, sugar, and then Horlicks." So I went to the kitchen. Heating water is very easy. So I heated water. I added sugar. We had country sugar, which is brown in color. So I added sugar also. For Horlicks, where do I go? We didn't have Horlicks at home. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was just mentally praying to Swami. Swami, it is in such an embarrassing situation. I can't tell no to my aunt. She is 85 plus year old lady. She wants to drink some Horlicks because the throat is parched. It was a cold winter afternoon as well. So I don't know. I don't want to cheat her, but you only have to make this boost taste as Horlicks for her. So that was what prayed, and I added boost to that hot water and sugar, and I stirred it. Then as I was stirring, you won't believe, I could smell Horlicks, and here a Swami's flower also fell from the photo which was just near to me as I'm narrating this. I could smell Horlicks. So I was so happy. That was a real oh my sai moment for me. So Swami, you've been listening to me all this while. So I was so happy. With so much pride, I took that boost transformed Horlicks to her and I gave it to her. She drank it and I told that it's brown in color because of country sugar. So I told a part of the truth to her. She drank it, and my sister also drank the boost. And as a witness to this, as I was going from my kitchen to the drawing hall where my aunt was seated, in between is our dining hall, and my elder daughter was seated in the dining hall. She could also smell Horlicks. So the story doesn't end here. After they all left, after half an hour, we also had to go for some Bal Vikas Bachchan. So we also rushed through, and then we came back home. Now it was evening. Now it was my children's turn to drink boost. So I asked them, okay, I'm going to prepare boost for you. So that time my elder daughter said, no, Amma, I don't want boost. Also give me Horlicks. Then I told, where do we have Horlicks at home? No, I could smell Horlicks. You gave party. I saw you giving Horlicks to party. Then only I told, see, this had happened. I prayed to Swami, and the moment he could turn boost to Horlicks. So here is our Swami with us. So any difficulty, anything, any trouble, we can still call on him. He's ready to respond to us. He can do anything for us. So that is a real Oh My Sai moment for me after Swami's Mahasamadhi. Uh, I was actually asked to share some of the uh, interview speech which Swami gave us during our final year as well as during our B.Ed. So I would now go on to that interview speech. So final year, 23rd February, all of us, all final year students, and then the postgrad PG final years, B.Eds, we were all taken to Puttaparthi. So we seated. Asked us to be seated in the bhajan hall. So we went to the bhajan hall in the afternoon itself. So we were all waiting. And when Swami came and opened the bhajan hall, all of us, most of us had our cameras with us. So we were all waiting with our cameras ready. The moment Swami just opened the door and then most of us clicked. And you should have seen how Swami blushed that day. He was so happy. So it was really a sight of even gods to see how beautiful Swami looked that day. Swami asked us how many years did you study? So some girls in the front, they said they've studied for 3 years, they've studied for 5 years. So Swami picked up that 5 years. So what did you learn in all these 5 years time? Swami asked us. And some girls, what is culture? Then for that also some girls replied, Swami, it's the way of life. Then Swami said, can you brief on that? What do you mean by way of life? Then Swami himself started. He said, uh, good thoughts, sat sankalpam, sadacharam, and sat sheelam, good character, they all form culture. So what is good thoughts again? Anything that your conscience permits you to do, that is good thought. If your conscience says don't do something, Swami said that is not a good thought at all. That is a bad thought. So you have to go by what your conscience says. And if you're going to act as what your conscience is going to tell you, then definitely that is going to be a good action as well. So Swami told about good thoughts and good action. So when you continuously follow that, when you follow good thoughts and when you enter into good actions, obviously you will end up with a good character. Then Swami told us, see, you're completing your education, so you're going to be employed soon. There's nothing wrong in seeking for a livelihood. You have to seek for a livelihood. So apart from Jeevan Upadhi, you must also look out for Jeevan Paramavati. So Swami said, then he gave the examples of America and Sweden. So America is like a land of Kubera. Swami mentioned that word Kubera. So it's like a land of Kubera, full of riches. Everywhere you see riches, plenty of riches. But still, uh, in America, we have the maximum suicidal rates. And then Swami mentioned about Sweden as well. He said in Sweden also, the government takes care of everything, but still, there's so much. The second next suicidal rates comes in Sweden. Then the highest divorce rates comes in Sweden. So what is the reason for all that? He said lack of peace of mind. So a peace of mind cannot come with riches. America has plenty of riches. So why don't people there have peace of mind? So he said, riches not going to give us peace of mind. It is only spiritual path which is going to give us peace of mind. So we should follow or tread in spiritual path to get that peace of mind. So even after bhajans, we all tell Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So Swami said, why do we tell it thrice? For each Shanti is meant for, first Shanti is meant for the body, the second Shanti is meant for the mind, and the third Shanti is meant for the Atma. So that is why we chant Shanti 3 times. So he said, as Swami students, we should be ideal. We should set ideals to the ideal for the others. Uh, as human beings, we should show some transformation. Otherwise, what is the difference between us and animals? Jantu nam nara janma durlabam. So if you're going to tell a lion or a tiger that you're killing other animals, that is wrong. You're not supposed to do that. It cannot transform itself. But as human beings, we should transform ourselves. Only then we are actual human beings. So Swami really wanted us to transform, be ideal, and behave as good daughters-in-law, good wives. So when you enter motherhood, you must become epitome of love. Motherhood is one such thing which will always bring out the inherent love in all of us. So Swami was telling about all these instructions. Then Swami gave us Path Namaskar. We sang songs, uh, Hindi song, Telugu song, and the English song. So after the song, Swami gave us Pada Namaskar. During Pada Namaskar, uh, I wanted to apply for B.Ed as well. So I told Swami, I've applied for B.Ed in our institute. So Swami said, Manchidi, Bangaru, 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 like that. Swami told Bangaru 4 times. So that itself gave me a hope that I will definitely get selected for the B.Ed. So I applied for B.Ed. I also got selected in B.Ed. And we came for our practice teaching to Puttaparthi. So practice teaching was about to end. So it was about to end. We were still waiting for Swami's interview. We didn't get it yet. So before that, I want Jayashree to tell us about, she has her experience to share how she joined our institute only during B.Ed. I want Jayashree to narrate the experience about her joining B.Ed, and then we will start with our B.Ed interview.
Sairam Jayashree, thank you so much. Really, it's a wonderful experience Swami gave me when I joined B.Ed. Actually, my father didn't permit me to apply for my UG. And actually, I know Swami as God only because my mummy introduced Swami as Lord Ganesha, Lord Muruga, and Lord Sai Baba. That's it. So I was convinced that Swami is God, and I even used to argue with my grandfather, who is a strong Vaishnavite. He used to say, Eko Vishnu Mahadbhutam. Then I will say, Tata, you do not know the Chai Vishnu Mahadbhutam. That is why. That is how I was. And then I somehow got permission to apply for B.Ed. That is the only way where I can get into Swami's college. I was working as a Sevadal. I will participate in all Seva. And so I was working as a Sevadal, and I would see these girls, Swami students seated there, and then offered prasads, and so much of, I could see so much of love they are getting from Swami. And I kept praying, Swami, I should also be given a seat. Actually, it was a miraculous thing happened. I didn't prepare anything as such for my B.Ed entrance test. For that, I had to take up entrance test and then an interview and then get into it. I was not prepared much. But then the previous day before the exam, I was praying Swami. I went to Omkaram Suprabhatam Nagar Sangeetam, finished everything, and I just prayed Swami. It is very difficult. I do not know anything, and now I'm going to perform the entrance test. And that day, evening, I went to the bookstall and I purchased a book on leadership. And I was just reading it while I could see so many sisters who have come, started preparing so many GK questions and big books they carried, and they were all preparing that. I was just reading this book on leadership, and it is like question paper leak. Swami gave me when I went the next day to the entrance to take up the entrance test. I could see the question on essay part. It was, you can write an essay on leadership or the power of women. Then I know for sure I could see whatever I read from the book Leadership. It was there in it was there in my mind coming. Even the diagrams, what the four Mahavakyas, to be, to see, to do, to tell, everything was there, and I was so happy. And I wrote the test, and I came and told my mommy, I'm going to get a seat. I hope, because Swami has leaked the question paper the previous girls were coming, and few of them were crying because there were so many GK questions were asked to them in the interview. I was praying, Swami, nothing I know except singing bhajans. Nothing I know, Swami. I was just praying so. And I went into the interview room, and there was that conference table, and all the elders were seated there. I was just walking calmly in a quiet corner. I heard the voice, "Child, please come here." I hope it should be German, ma'am. I didn't remember that time. Then, then the first question they asked me was, "Child, do you sing bhajans?" I was so happy. That question also was leaked by Swami. Then I said, Swami, I can sing bhajans, I can lead bhajans, I participate in Nagar Sangeetan, go for bhajans at E Road. All those I started saying, and no other question, no other GK questions for me. I was asked to leave the room. And finally, both our Jayashree's name were there in the list, and I got into B.Ed. That was my dream, to enter Swami's college. And then what happened? I was not aware that time that Swami will grant us an interview and all that. And that final day, after entering the college only, I came to know that we kept praying Swami to grant us an interview during the first practice teaching session. And Swami granted us the interview on 9th September 1997. And and the day before, and actually we were all keeping praying Swami that Swami should grant us an interview. So I would like Jayashree to narrate what has happened the previous day actually, before Swami granted us the interview.
Yeah, thank you, Jayashree. It was nice hearing how you joined the institute. So we were all waiting for Swami to give us an interview, but that hadn't happened. We had only one day left with us. So our one of our teachers said, "See, every batch, the past 2, 3 batches have been getting interview. It is your turn. We don't want you to miss this chance as well. So do something about it. Pray, pray all your heart out. This night you do pray, but there are restrictions in Prashantini. At 9 o'clock, you have to switch off the lights. Your prayer shouldn't be heard, but heard for the others, but it should be heard to Swami." So Swami, and she also suggested the Hanuman Chalisa for us. Probably our teacher believed in those words. Ram duare tum rakhware hotina agnya bin paisare. So without Hanuman's permission, none of us can enter Sai Rama's portal or Rama's portal. So she believed in Hanuman Chalisa, the power of Hanuman Chalisa. So we all chanted Hanuman Chalisa. We divided ourselves into turns from 9 o'clock to morning 5 o'clock, two of us or three of us every 1 hour. We were continuously singing Hanuman Chalisa. So after our turn was over, we went and woke up the other 2 girls or 3 girls who had to chant the prayer. So they came and chanted. Then they woke up the next 2 or 3 girls, like that. We did group paper. It wasn't heard also, but at the same time we did the prayer. So the next morning we were all seated in the darshan hall. Swami came for darshan. So that time our Madhu madam, our senior most madam, she told Swami, today is the last day for practice teaching. Tomorrow we have to leave. All that she told in a nice manner. So Swami said, "Jao." So the moment he said "Jao," we were all so thrilled. We were waiting for that one. We were waiting to listen to that one word. So we went with all our books and other things. We went and waited outside the interview room. Swami went for a round of darshan, and then when Swami came near the interview room, he again said, "Get inside the room." So we all get inside. We all got inside the room. The room actually appeared very small, but somehow it could fit in all 20 of us, and with the 3 teachers, we somehow sat all close to each other. Then Swami, as Swami was coming after we all came in, Swami came. He walked inside the room. Swami, as he was walking inside the room amidst us itself, he was asking, "How are the girls?" Then Madam said, "The girls are good." Then Swami came and sat on his throne. Then Swami said, "Amy Samacharamu." That was the first thing what Swami told us. And he said, "Now you can ask questions. I will clarify your doubts. Whatever questions you want to ask us, you can ask." So we didn't know what is going to happen in interview. So none of us had prepared any questions, or we didn't have anything to ask for. Suddenly Swami says, "Ask something." So we were actually thinking what to ask, how to ask. So, Jayashree, do you remember who started that interview and who was the first one to ask the question to Swami and what was it?
I remember, I think it was Meenakshi ma'am who started the conversation. She first asked Swami, what is meditation? And Swami said, meditation is madness. And then Swami said, whatever you do in your real life, everyday activity, you need a lot of concentration to even walking, talking, singing, everything. For everything, you need concentration. So whatever you do with concentration, that is meditation. That is what Swami said.
So when we do meditation, it puts us in a calm state of mind. Most of us must have experienced that. But most often we can't be that calm state of mind. Sometimes we do get angry on so many things. So did anyone ask about how to control anger and what did Swami say on that, Jayashree?
Definitely. One of our sisters were asking Swami how to control anger. This was a question asked, and for that, first Swami said anger is out of weakness, and then Swami said always you should say I'm not. I'm a human being. I'm not a dog. I'm a human being. I'm not a dog. Swami said it thrice, and then Swami actually told us that when someone abuses you or when someone scolds you, and then whatever they speak is that goes into the air, that doesn't bother you, that goes into the air. But if somebody abuses you not by words but in their thoughts only affect them, right? So this is what Swami was saying. So you should think like that, you should remain quiet. When someone abuses you, do not react immediately, you just you have to remain quiet. And then Swami said about when you get married, your husband will come from the office. If he comes from the office very late, you don't get angry that he didn't take you outing, he didn't take you outside somewhere, but rather ask him to sit quietly and then prepare him coffee, tea, something you give him. And then also do not never argue with your husband. That is what Swami said. And then even if your husband is wrong, you have to remain quiet. And when his anger is when he is calmed down, when he doesn't have this anger, then you can explain the reason to him in a quiet manner. And sometimes Swami said even few mother-in-laws will always find fault and scold. And by that time, the best thing to do is to remain quiet. And then Swami said, when your mother-in-law is in a good mood, then you can explain what has happened really in a nice manner. And Swami finally stated, mother-in-law is your mother-in-law. And then finally, Swami added one more story, which was about Krishna and Sishupala. Krishna, Dharmaraja once asked Bhagawan Krishna what was the reason behind the Sishupala's blood falling in Bhagawan's feet. Actually, it was the Dharmaraja will offer the first tambulam to uh, Krishna, and then Krishna with that plate. Actually, it was said, Swami has clearly said once that it was the same plate which acted as the chakra and to behead this Sishupala who was abusing Krishna a lot. And that moment, 2 drops of blood from Sishupala's head fell into Swami's Bhagwan's feet. And Dharmaraja was questioning why such a fellow who was abusing Lord Krishna, who was abusing Lord Krishna, and that person's blood fell in Swami's feet. Then Bhagavan Krishna replied, so that though he was abusing me, he was constantly thinking of me. Shishupala was constantly thinking of me. So he is actually eligible to be, I mean, to be to merge with Lord Krishna. So this story also Swami said that is how we should face when somebody abuses us or speaks ill against us.
Okay, so you told how Swami asked us to control anger by repeatedly telling us that we should tell ourselves that we are human beings and not a dog. And you also told us about Shishupala. Although he was like an atheist, he hated Krishna to the core, but still he was constantly thinking of Krishna. So this constant thinking of God uh, when you said about this constant thinking of God, I'm reminded of sadhana. One as Sa plus Dana. And Swami said it is good wealth. So that is the only good wealth which you can try to amass. So you can amass that in plenty. And so when it comes to sadhana, one of my favorite sadhana is chanting Gayatri Mantra. So that also one girl had asked Swami, can girls chant Gayatri Mantra? But at home, because at home we are often told girls shouldn't chant Gayatri Mantra. Swami said, why not? Girls can also chant Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri herself is a mother, so you can chant Gayatri Mantra. So I have so many experiences with Gayatri Mantra. Whenever I wanted my photo to be blessed by Swami, or for any thing, a letter to be taken by Swami, after going to the darshan line, I would close my eyes and chant Gayatri Mantra some 100 times, 300 times, 500 times, something like that. And every time Swami has taken the letter or Swami has blessed the photograph, or so me, and I had a photo just behind me. I do not know if you can see it. That photo is also blessed by Swami, and after I chanted Gayatri Mantra, Swami blessed that photo. So like that, I could get many blessings of by chanting Gayatri Mantra. And recently, just maybe a year uh, earlier, uh, in the morning, early morning, before I got up, I could hear Swami chanting Gayatri Mantra in my right ear, and it was a discourse which was going on. So Swami chanted Gayatri Mantra. I could hear that in my right ear, and another person was translating the discourse. It was not Anil Kumar Sar's voice; it was some other person's voice, which I cannot recollect because of the dream. But very vividly, I could hear Swami chanting Gayatri Mantra. So it was a way of Swami also accepting that you chant Gayatri Mantra whenever you want things to be done by me, or whenever you pray from me. So that is something close to me. So that was about sadhana. And although we know sadhana, like Gayatri Mantra, or all these constant remembrance, it is good for us. Does it actually have any effect? Does it reduce our bad karma? So what did Swami say on that, Jayashree?
Yes, I remember Swami, somebody asking Swami, what is karma? Then Swami said, uh, what can karma cause? Then Swami said, karma actually can be nullified with the effect of your prayers. When you keep praying, it will nullify the effect of your karma. That is what Swami said, I remember. And Swami gave us the example of the medicine bottle. You think you take a medicine bottle, the medicine remains there even after its expiry date. Maybe it loses its power after the expiry date. The same way karma exists, and when you keep praying, that nullifies the effects of your karma. Like the medicine exists, the karma exists, and it loses its power as we keep praying to Swami. That will reduce the effect of our karma. This is what we heard from Swami that day.
Okay, so we know that our bad karma can be reduced, or it can be nullified by doing repeated prayers. And when we are in Patti, or when we are in Anantapur, there is no dearth of praying. We always do enjoy praying. But after moving to our hometowns, or sometimes when we are engrossed in our worldly things, we find we are not able to follow Swami's teachings, or we find it is difficult even to do some sadhanas continuously. So, what did Swami say on why we are not able to follow Swami's teachings when outside Patti?
Definitely, one of our sisters posed the same question to Swami, and Swami said, "You have to be very firm and determined in your, uh, uh, decisions. That means you have to be very firm that you're going to follow Swami's teachings." And Swami said, "You have only one body and one mind. And one mind, what are you going to do?" And then Swami stated that you take the told us the story of Gopikas. Krishna sent Uddhava to the Gopikas to enrich them with the knowledge of jnana. So Uddhava goes there to meet Gopikas, and Gopikas actually heard what Uddhava was saying, and Swami said Gopikas then told Uddhava that they had only one mind, and that they have surrendered it to Lord Krishna. So they cannot, though they heard what Uddhava said, they were not able to listen to what Uddhava said. Even Bhagavan has sent them to give them the deep aspects of Jnana Marga. They were not in a state to accept that. They were so devoted, and this story was given by Swami, stating that if you have the firm devotion, you will be able to follow Swami's teachings anywhere.
So when you told about Uddhava and the Gopikas, I am reminded as a teacher, we are like Uddhava trying to teach our children. And although Gopikas, they lost their mind to Swami, our children have lost their mind to the social media. They're so much distracted. We are unable to bring them back to concentration. So what did Swami say to us as aspiring teachers? How did Swami ask us to deal with children? Can you tell on that, Jayashree?
Yes. As teachers, one of our sisters were asking how to deal with children, Swami. Then Swami said, treat children with love. This is what actually Swami said this in Tamil. Treat them with love. When it is a sapling, it is easy for us to mend it, and if it is easy for us to protect, to grow it into a big tree. And if you don't care it as a sapling, it may grow, it may not grow well. So, like tender saplings are treated, you should treat your children with love. And Swami said, don't shout at children. And then one of her sisters asked, Swami, then can we scold children if they do something wrong? Then Swami said, definitely you can scold children to correct them, to put them in the right path. You can actually scold them, but it should be an artificial anger. You should not take it to your heart and scold. It should be an artificial anger. With that, you should scold children and correct them. And Swami also said you can even see Swami scolding boys sometimes to make them be in the correct path. So it is just an artificial anger. It is not from the heart, but you were to correct, in order to correct them. And then Swami gave this example of the snake god, where the stone is tied at its end so that it grows straight without any bend. Like that, this can also happen. And fortunately, I was there about that doubt was there in my mind. As teachers, we go for teaching, and actually we are paid for that, we are getting salary for that. In that case, how it will be service? So this doubt was there in my mind, and fortunately that day I was asking Swami, can we get salary if we work as teachers? Then Swami said, in Tamil, I asked Swami, nam sambala vaangikalama. Then Swami said, Kandipa vaangiko. That means definitely you take salary, but you do not demand, but take salary according to the scale of pay. And then according to the salary you get, you have to work there. It should be whatever salary, how much ever salary you receive, that much work you should give. Then what happens? The work itself becomes, the teaching itself become a service. This is what Swami has said. And then finally, Swami was talking about the three types of teachers. And Swami said there are three types of teachers: complaining teachers, explaining teachers, and inspiring teachers. And Swami asked us, you children at least have to be explaining teachers. If not as inspiring teachers, at least you need to be explaining teachers and never be complaining teachers. This is what I remember Swami was saying to us.
So even as she's sharing these experiences, Jayashree, do you remember Swami spoke to us nearly in 4 languages that day? So the most of us were not good in Telugu. We could somehow understand Telugu, but we didn't know how to converse in Telugu. So if, the Hindi speaking girls, they spoke in Hindi to Swami. So Swami replied to them in Hindi. Tamil girls spoke in Tamil. So Swami replied to them in Tamil. So whenever we asked, in whatever language we asked, so Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, and English. So Swami spoke to us in 4 different languages that day. So in one of our Tamil speaking girl, a very small girl with a feeble voice, baby like voice, she wanted to know about how to control ego. So Jayashree will tell us what Swami replied for that.
Yes, one of our sisters was asking Swami how to control this ego, Swami. Then Swami said, Swami smiled and Swami even laughed and started imitating that sister. the same way, however she was asking Swami, the same way Swami was imitating that sister, and the same voice Swami used to reply her. And Swami said, see, look at this world, how big it is. And in this world, and actually we can see our even the Milky Way galaxy is too small in the universe. And in that, and Swami said, this world is too big. And then in that world, India, the Bharat is very little country, how small it will be. And then in India, Andhra Pradesh will be a very small state. And look at that, and Andhra Pradesh itself is very small when you compare it to the universe. And then in Andhra Pradesh, your Anantapur is it will be very small. And then in Anantapur, your hostel is going to be a very, very small place. And in that hostel, your room is going to be a still more smaller place. And then in that room, how small you are, and how can you have ego? And Swami smiled. This is what Swami replied about ego when one of our sisters was asking Swami.
Okay, now I would like to share what I asked to Swami and what Swami told. Many times in Swami's discourses, I've heard Swami telling we must, reduce body consciousness, dehabhimanam. So Swami always used to use the word dehabhimanam. So that word I remembered. So I asked Swami, how do we overcome body consciousness, or how do we reduce body attachment? So for that, Swami said, so everyone is God. You are also God. Your parents are God. Your husband is God. Your mother-in-law is God. So think everyone as God. So when you think as everyone as God, and when you don't look at them as body, slowly you can overcome body consciousness. And my another question which I wanted to ask Swami was, again, we think ourselves that we are into spiritual path, and we some not not that I didn't have any other questions to ask. I also asked Swami, so what is moksha? How do we get moksha? Not that I was so much into spiritual path, but some that thought actually struck me. So Swami, for that also Swami said, he split the word moha plus shaya. Moha kshaya is moksha. So reduce your desires. So I want moksha. When you say I want moksha, I is ahamkara. Like she just told us, we are in such a big universe. We are not even a speck of dust. Even our own earth will look like a small bindi which we are wearing when we see the picture of galaxy and then the earth taken. So where are we in that? So we have to reduce I and want. I want moksha. So when you reduce the ego, and when you reduce your desires, automatically you are in moksha. So that was one question. That was another question which I asked. Uh, After asking these questions, uh, although Swami says we must reduce desires, one thing which I have myself seen, that Swami is so fond of bhajans. So when it comes to listening bhajans, Swami doesn't want to put a full stop. He will be in bliss. Gana Priya, Gana Lola, whatever we praise him, he's so fond of listening to bhajans. So what did Swami say on singing bhajans, Jayashree? So can you please share that?
Definitely. One of our sisters was asking, how should we sing bhajans, Swami? That was also asked in Tamil, and Swami said, Preetiya bhajan padanam. That is what Swami said first. That means we should sing love with bhajans with lots of love in your heart. That's it. And when you're singing in your room, when you're singing personally, you can, with all love, you can sing. And when you're singing in front of people, then definitely bhava, raga, thala are important. That means when you're singing in personally, you can sing with all love however you want. But when you are going to sing in front of others, give importance to bhava, raga and thala. Then some other sister asked Swami, what if my voice is not good, our voice is not good, what should we do? And then Swami said, when if you have, you can sing with lot of love to Swami. When you are in your personal room, sing with love, sing aloud with louder, right? And then when you go, please don't go and lead bhajans, but definitely you should sit there and follow bhajans. This is what Swami said. And also somebody asked Swami, what is the importance of this Nagar Sankirtan? Swami said, early in the morning, it is you can feel that your senses are in your control. That sattvic tendency, right? So early in the morning you will have this sattvic tendency, and then when you sing bhajans, actually what happens, it makes your thoughts purified. Not only your thoughts gets purified, the entire atmosphere gets purified. So you can this is the purpose of Swami giving us this Nagar Sankirtan. This is what Swami said about singing bhajans in Nagar Sankirtan, especially to avoid the bad thoughts, and we can that will give us more of good thoughts as the senses are controlled in the morning.
So when she said about Nagar Sankirtan as how it will lead us to good thoughts, some sister had also asked Swami, how do we, overcome bad thoughts? We also get bad thoughts. So for that, I remember Swami telling us, bad thoughts keep coming. But only thing is, we must take care that we don't put them into action. So when we don't put them into action, obviously you're curtailing the bad thought then and there. So mind is like a mad monkey, Swami has always told us. So only thing, but if we follow that bad thought and put it into action, then we enter a vicious circle. So Swami asked us not to put those bad thoughts into action. So that is what Swami told us. Then, okay, Swami, did Swami tell anything about maintaining our body? Anything that will help us to keep our body healthy? Can you tell about that, Jayashree?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, one of our sisters asked Swami, is it good to keep upavas? Then Swami actually split the word upavas into two, upa plus vasa. That means upa means near, vasa means sitting. That is sitting near God. That is the meaning of the word upavas. And some people will take lighter food, and they help the digestive system. They take a lighter food and on a particular day of upavas, and that helps them only in the physical point of view. That is, Swami said, weekly once upavas is actually very good for maintaining your body health, right? And then Swami said, this upavas is the true upavas is actually contemplating on God continuously. That is, constantly thinking of God is the upavas. But this upavas where we actually keep fasting, which is very, this is very important in the physical point of view, not much in the spiritual point of view.
So for
This is
Upavasa,
what Swami said.
Swami said constant thinking of Swami. So again, one girl had asked, so how do we constantly think of you, Swami? So how can we continuously keep thinking of you? So for that, Swami said, uh, so you don't separate yourself from me. It's like all of you are like waves. Every wave may be different. One wave might be a big wave, there could be a small wave, and so on. There could be different waves, but all the waves, they are all part of the ocean. So likewise, we may be different. You may look different, she may look different, I may look different, but all of us belong to the same ocean. So there is divinity inherent in all of us. So see God in everything. So when you see God in everything, automatically you're thinking of God. So that is how you continuously think God. Uh, then one girl asked how to please Swami. Swami said, I'm always pleased. When you're happy, I'm happy. So we also have songs like Flowers is warm, truth is, bliss is his food. So when we are happy, Swami is he's having us daily dosage of food. When we are sad, in spite of Swami giving us so many things, we are depriving Swami of his food. So we must try to be as happy as possible. Then, what did Swami say about purpose of life for Jayashree?
Yes, Swami. One of our sisters were asking Swami, "What is the purpose of life?" Then Swami said, "Realization. That is the purpose of life." And then this can be achieved by continuously inquiring, "Who am I?" You should all start inquiring, "Who am I?" And then you can realize yourself. Then Swami said, "You need to reduce your body attachment." And then in that sense, Swami said, when you say my body, my mind, then it clearly says that you are not the body and you are not the mind. So you should leave your body attachment. And then Swami said you should realize that body is only an instrument. And this, for this, Swami gave us asked us a question. Swami asked us, who performs the operation? Is it the doctor or the knife? Then we all replied, Swami, doctor, Swami. So that is the meaning. See, doctor only performs the operation. So the knife is only an instrument. So the body is only an instrument, and you are the performer. And this is, you are the master. That is what Swami said. Your body is only an instrument and you are the master. And then Swami did one thing. Swami dropped his handkerchief down, and then Meenakshi ma'am was picking the handkerchief and handing over to Swami. Swami took the handkerchief from Meenakshi ma'am, and Swami said, "Thank you." Then he turned to us and he said, "See, it is my handkerchief. She picked and gave. So I said thank you to her." So, in the same way, you should always be grateful. See, Swami has given these 5 elements to you free of cost. So, what is that you are going to repay in gratitude? So, you should have always be grateful to what for whatever you have received from Swami. And then, what is the tax that you're going to pay? See, we pay electricity bill, and we know how important is oxygen only when we see people using oxygen in the ICU. So Swami says, see, everything we get free of cost. And what is the tax that we are going to pay? And we pay thousands of amount to this oxygen which is see with the hospital, or the electricity we receive here, we pay a lot. And then Swami asks, what is the tax that you are going to pay to Swami for all these 5 elements granted to you? Then Swami himself said, the gratitude, the tax which you can pay to Swami is that of prayer and devotion. That is the tax you need to pay to Swami. So the prayer and devotion are the two things which Swami was insisting for this question. This is what I remember, Jayashree.
Yeah. So when you told about this paying tax, I'm reminded of another article, message which came in WhatsApp. It was during the COVID time. One of the richest person, he was down with COVID, so he was into his hospital bed. They had this oxygen cylinder and all. So that time he just asked what is the cost of one cylinder, and people replied it is something like 5,000 rupees. Then it seems he started crying. He was crying, so the people were surprised. Why he's such a rich person? He has what 5,000? He can pay 5 lakh, 5 crore. Why should he cry for just 5,000 rupees? Then he said, "See, all these years I didn't know the value of this oxygen which God was giving me. I was breathing it free of cost. Now when I'm not well, just this one cylinder is costing 5,000, and I may be using many such cylinders." So in our due course of time, we always forget, we take things for granted, and we forget even the smallest thing. We are here, we are breathing, we are talking, we are seeing. All this is again gift of God. So we must be grateful to Swami. So again, about devotion, Swami said it's like a deep ocean. So we must dive deep into the ocean by various activities like Nagar Sankirtan, chanting of Swami's name, and all these. Swami has himself given us many such paths by which we can improve our devotion. Then one girl asked about one of our friends. She also joined that year for B.Ed. Due to some reason, she used to cry for even any small thing. She was not able to cope up with hostel. Small difficulties, she used to cry. So that she told her anguish to Swami. Swami, I often find crying. I'm not able to control my tears. So why is it? Why am I crying? So Swami said, you should not cry. Crying is a form of weakness. So only we should shed our tears only for God. No other thing is even will reach that place of anything else. You have to shed only tears for God. Then also another girl also asked, and that same girl who was a bit shy and who always used to cry, and later she is now principal of a school. So she had developed her confidence, and Swami has raised her to such great heights. She is leading a school, she is principal of a school. So Swami can do anything to anyone. He can give us courage, he can give us the confidence, he can remove the fear from us. One girl also asked about fear. Swami, when we speak to elders, we often find ourselves fear stricken. We are not able to converse, communicate. So for that also, Swami said, no, see that you can't take it as fear. No, probably because of your respect to the elders, you are trying to you think that you're scared of talking to them. but it was only coming only out of the respect. So fear not. Again, Swami has always told us, why fear when I am here? And Swami is with us always. So we shouldn't be even fearing for small things. Then after all these questions, uh, Swami, uh, we gave our hankies to Swami. Swami took all our hankies and he wiped the space and he threw at each one of us. So everyone, almost everyone got their hankies blessed. Photos, if they had photos, they got it blessed. And Swami took photos with us. So while taking photo, also one girl was standing close to Swami, and so first two photos Swami clicked, and then third photo also she was not planning to move from Swami, near from Swami. Obviously, when we are near Swami, we don't want to move that place. Then Swami himself said, "See, others should also get a chance. Now you move and bring let the other students come nearby." So that also Swami reminded us. So we should give up our selfishness, but sometimes we don't do that. The others moved in, so everyone we had group picture. Then Swami gave us vibhuti. There was a windowsill in that interview room. From that, Swami took a basket kind of thing. In the basket, there were vibhutis. So Swami gave us all vibhutis. We took Pada Namaskar. Then again, while doing Pada Namaskar, some of us asked, what should we do after B.Ed, Swami? So Swami told us, do service. So like that, he blessed every one of us. Then I remember one of our Swami told one of our friends that she's going to get married soon. Her fiance is going to be a doctor. He'll be a very good person. And needless to say, she was one of the uh, girls who got married soon after B.Ed, and she did get married to a doctor. She came to Patti after some years. So that time I also was at Patti. So that time she told, yes, as Swami told in the interview, my first question was to find, did you get married to a doctor? She had come to Patti with two kids. Then she had a son and a daughter. She said, yes, I got married soon after B.Ed, and as Swami said, he is a doctor and these are my kids. So Swami predicted that future for one of our sisters, and Swami materialized ear studs for one of our teachers. One of our teacher, that day, she in a hurry to come to darshan, she forgot to wear her earrings. So she came to darshan, and Swami also called us for interview. So we were in the interview room. Swami, in some context, Swami told about a super specialty hospital. We don't exactly remember what he told about super specialty hospitals. We were just looking Swami with surprise look, and Swami waved his hands. So when Swami waved his hands, obviously we will think something is going to come, and we were all with our eyes popped. We were looking with all eagerness. What is it? What is it? Then Swami materialized something. It was pearl, and then it had some brown color again, and the stones, embellishments, and it was all very exquisite. Then with one star, he plucked another thing also. So Swami can do anything. There was first stud, and then he plucked out another stud. And Swami himself, it was a press type stud. So what latest style also that time. No, it was not screw type stud. So Swami himself put it on that teacher's ears. Very wonderful moment. So we were all awestruck. We were full our eyes and mouth open, not flipping one from the other. And some sort of design, wonderful design. We've not seen such designs. So that was all. Or sometimes we forget the creator and we look into his creation and we look at it with so much madness. So we saw me did that as well. Then that's how the interview came to an end. We all came out again. I had to offer a letter to Swami. I was having a letter also with me. So when I came out of the room, also I was trying to offer that letter. Our ma'am reminded me, no, no, it's enough. We've had so much time with Swami. Now, go, like that. She was telling. So we went. But again, in the evening darshan, I somehow wanted to give that letter. So I have this habit. Um, in the letter, after we fold and the small fold, the fourth fold, I gently write a song which we sing for Swami, any song. I wrote one such Hindi song which we sing for Swami uh, as one prayer, and then I'd written that. And again in the evening, her madam was cautioned us, telling, she told, see, already morning Swami gave us the maximum blessings. So again, don't pester Swami with letters, or don't ask Swami for this and that. But that was again the last day in Patti. So I just had folded my hands, and above my fingers, just not even half an inch of the letter was seen. So if at all Swami wanted to let him take it from my hands. So that was my prayer. So with my hands folded, I had that letter. Just one white portion was seen. Swami came for darshan. Swami pulled out the letter from my hand, and there again, that he saw that poem which was written in Hindi. Swami looked at that Hindi words and then again looked at me. He said, "Hindi na? You are a Hindi speaking person. Can't imagine that you can write Hindi." Then so I said, "No, Swami, just the poem is in Hindi." So that 9th September, one unforgettable day for us. So many blessings we had. Swami took the letter, everything. Then again, when we came back to the hostel, then madam asked, "Why did you give the letter?" I told. Then the girls also said, "Mom, no, madam. Swami only took the letter. She was having it as concealed as possible. Swami took the letter. So when Swami wants, he can take the letter, whether you show it to him or whether you don't show it to him." So wonderful
Yeah.
day. Mm.
I would also like to share one such experience as Swami pulled my letter. It was actually, if time permits, I would like to narrate this incident which happened. I told you that only because of Swami's will, I was there into B.Ed in Swami's college, and then had this wonderful opportunity to be with Swami for 1 hour in the interview room. And then actually what happened is when I could see my name in the list of selected candidates, I was there at Parthi doing seva. So what I thought is I will just go there to the university, get my personally collect my admission letter, and then I thought, it is not my work at all. It is completely Swami's intervention. So I thought I should take the letter from the institute, and then after seva we will be taken to Brindavan for Pada Namaskar. So anyway, Swami will come near me. So I will get this letter blessed from Swami, because it is only Swami who gave me this seat. So then all the Sevadals were seated for Pada Namaskar. I was holding some Vibhuti packets in my hand for blessing. And then this admission letter also, I kept it on top of that Vibhuti packets, and I was sitting there for Pada Namaskar. Swami finished the previous line and he entered to my line. We were about to take Pada Namaskar. I just a thought just came to my mind, so human. We believe Swami is God. I was in complete understanding that Swami is God. But then that moment, the human mind, it made me think, see, I am holding Vibhuti packets, and then above that, this card. And Swami is collecting letters from everybody. If I keep the admission letter on top, Swami may think, see, look at my mind. Swami may think that this is a letter and Swami can take away this letter. So what I planned, see, outsmarting Swami's, I just tried to outsmart Swami. So what I did, I'm thinking in my mind, okay, what will I do? I will keep the letter at the bottom. Okay. And then I can keep all the Vibhuti packets, 3 or 4 packets, I think. I can keep it on the top. So when Swami comes, Swami will bless the Vibhuti packet, but he will not put his hand under that and pull the letter from inside. So that was in my mind. So I was sitting there. Swami came near me. I showed that Vibhuti packets with the letter below that. And then Swami just tapped that Vibhuti packet, so the Vibhuti was splashed in my face, and then Swami deliberately pulled the letter from my hands, and Swami went away. I started crying, and the Sevadals nearby were saying, "Don't cry, Swami has taken your letter, Swami is blessing you, so don't cry, don't cry." Then I think Swami, I don't have any words to say. Then I was saying, "Saima, Saima, Mama, Amma, Amma, Amma," I was crying. Then you never believe, I too never believe. Swami usually finishes this line and then goes to the next line for continuing his Padanaskar. What Swami did, Swami went till the end of the line. Swami came back a few steps to me. That time I'm seeing Swami holding my admission letter in 2 different fingers where others are held together. Swami came to me, just stood in front of me, pulled the letter and threw it in my face and then moved. And I know for sure it is Swami's intervention that I got this admission into this college and get so much of blessings. I do not know if I deserve it also. So Swami is there, whatever we do, wherever we are. Swami alone knows us, our true self, what we are, and And Swami definitely knows what we think, what is a minutest thought that comes to us. Swami will definitely recognize that also. Sairam. And it's a wonderful opportunity that Swami gave us to share our experience with Swami, and we were actually happy to revisit and to relive those moments which gave us much happiness. So thank you, Swami, for all these gifts you have showered on us, and thank you for this Pran Sakha platform, where uh, we are able to share thoughts, a few thoughts with our sisters. Uh, and it's a really wonderful experience. Thank you for giving us this opportunity, Saira.
Thanks again from my side too. We could relive those moments. We could think of what happened. We gathered our thoughts. We discussed on what Swami told. So it was really a wonderful moment. I also thank Pran Sakha for giving us an opportunity. Thank you, sisters. Sai.
Sisters, 10 more minutes. Can you share your personal, like, some other experiences? We have 10 minutes more time.
Okay, can we share experiences what our kids had?
Yeah, why not? Yes,
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Okay. So I would like to share a couple of experiences what my children had. Um, the first thing is about my younger child. She was born in the year 2011. So she has not seen the physical form of Swami. Uh, so when she was 4 or 5 year old, when she was studying her UKG, she always used to cry and say, "I don't want to go to school." Every day, she used to cry. So I didn't know how to console her. So I used to tell her, see, why, what is the reason why you don't want to go to school? Is anything that is bothering you? Then very greatly, she said, yes, one of my classmate by name Payal, uh, Kajal, yeah, she's correcting me. She's just next to me. One of her school classmate by name Kajal, she's bothering her so much. She's pinching her, hitting her, and all that. So she doesn't want to go to school. That was her complaint. So how do I go and tell the teacher, ask that Kajal not to pinch her or beat her or hit her? So they all were kids. So I just told her, no, no, you pray to Swami. We had a picture of Swami. I said her, pray to Swami. Swami will help you. She was skeptical. She said, how can picture? This is a picture. How can Swami come out of this picture, or how can Swami help me through this picture? So then I told Swami, see, first of all, these children are born after you decided that you don't want to show us physical form anymore and you want to be everywhere in omnipresent form. So you should only convince her that you are present in the picture, then you listen to prayers and all that. I was praying for that. So one night she got a dream. In that dream, she saw Swami coming out of the very picture which I told her that you can pray to this picture. So Swami, from that picture, Swami came out. Swami came out, and in that dream, she was there, and her friend Kajal, I mean the person who always pinched her, that girl was also there. Then she very readily, my daughter complained to Swami about Kajal. Then Swami, as in a funny way, he punched that girl like this in her stomach, dishun kind of thing. And Swami told that girl, no, no, you should not pinch her anymore, or like that. And Swami disappeared into the same photo again. So she was so happy. So Swami proved that Swami is there existing in that photo. So and he's listening, and whatever complaints you give, he can also resolve that complaint. And after that, uh, strangely, that girl stopped hitting her. Or she also, and one day I also asked her, "Oh, is she hitting you again?" Although she said in a childlike innocence, "Yeah, she stopped hitting me." What happened? Okay, after Swami's dream, I also got courage. One day I hit her back. After that, she stopped hitting me. Whether what she did is right or wrong, but she at least mustered courage to face the difficulties. And Swami helped her through that picture. And after that, she came to that extent. Any Swami's picture she sees, she used to think that Swami is giving us darshan through that picture. One of my Balavika's guru had Swami's picture at DP. So earlier days we used to keep our DP, right? Some of us keep Swami's picture as DP. So Balavika's guru had called me. So the DP was seen. So she thought it was Swami who was calling us. So she suddenly came and told me, "Amma, Swami is calling you. There is a call from Swami." I was so tense. What, Swami is calling me? Am I really, have I grown to such extent that Swami can even call and talk to me? But what do I say now? What do I do? I was so nervous to even pick up the call. Then when I saw the DP, she came and showed, Swami, I can't believe. So I was so surprised. So she showed me the phone and she sees DP is seen. Then I read the name. So that time she couldn't read names. Then I saw Balvika's Guru's name was written up. But then only I got a relief. Oh, it's only a Balvika's Guru who's calling. And I picked up the call and spoke. Likewise, when we in autos, when we see Swami's sticker, Sakshi asked me, what did you have Swami's darshan? So from being a person who couldn't believe that there is God existing in pictures, she has come to the extent of seeing Swami in all pictures, stickers, and asks me, and also reminds me at times that I should have darshan in Swami's picture, which went to that vehicle that passed by. And my eldest daughter's experience also. So elder daughter had was lucky enough to get Swami's blessings twice. Swami has put Akshada on her, and Swami once when she was 8 month old baby, I took her. Before my wedding, actually, I was in Swami's institute for a period of 1 year and 3 months old. I worked in Swami's institute in physics department. So after I got married, um, then after the child was born, I took her when she was a 7 month old child. So that time my teachers and the colleagues, they were good enough, and they offered me to sit in again in the teacher's place again. So there again I sat with my child. Oh, so I lifted the child. Swami saw the child. Swami was giving car darshan those days. So from the car window, he saw the child. So that was when she was a 7 month old baby. Then, when she was again a 2 year old child, I visited Patti. So that time, I got first line. We have that old students line. So I was sitting on the first line with her. She was very active child. She didn't want to be seated for a long time quietly. Swami's music, and after bhajan, Swami used to go via that old students line with car. I mean, not with car darshan, chair darshan. Swami used to go with one, brother wheelchair, helping him with the wheelchair. So we had chair darshan that time. So Swami was coming close by. So luckily that day, some festival, they had given us some sweets. So and she was telling, Amma, we will go out. She was pestering me, but Swami had already come out of his room. So just to close her mouth, I was keep on feeding that sweet to her. After that, every mouth that she ate, she said konda konda, meaning give me some more, some more. So the entire sweet I was feeding her just to make her keep quiet. So when Swami passed us, Swami showed us Abhaya Hasta, and he blessed both of us. That was even when I was a student. Swami has not shown Abhaya Hasta to me directly. So that was the time when Swami looked directly at me, and he showed Abhaya Hasta on both of us. Then the very next morning, again I managed to get first line. That at that time I had Akshada. Another sister also had come with her 2 year old daughter. That sister, we should have no words to describe her faith. She had not even named her child that then. She wanted Swami to name her child. The child was already 2 years, exactly same as my daughter. So she had so much faith that Swami will name her child. So that sister with her 2 year old daughter, me with my 2 year old daughter, and one more sister who was getting married. We all were sitting in the front line. So Swami came again after bhajan. Swami came out. He took the wedding card of that girl who was getting married. She was shifting to Australia. He took the wedding card, and both our Akshantulu dabbas, Swami took, and he put Akshantulu on my 2 year old daughter, on me, on that child, and the other sister. And Swami, that other sister asked Swami, "Per pretendi papa ko." Swami named her. Although I forgot what name Swami kept, but still Swami named her. So it is only our faith. Uh, if I had that faith, maybe Swami would have named my daughter as well. But somehow I didn't even aspire for it. So Swami named that child. That's this girl. So she has seen Swami in real form twice, but still that was 2 year old. She obviously, children don't remember what they see as child. Then when during Corona time, we started everyday bhajan session at home. just 5 bhajans. I used to sing 2 bhajans. Then one of my daughter used to sing 2 bhajans. The third daughter, I mean, the next daughter will sing 1 bhajan, like that, 5 bhajans. But we continued this bhajan practice every day. And after some this uh, when the conditions were relaxed, when we were allowed to visit temples and other things, one day my husband and me, we went for a temple. But I told my daughters, you do the bhajan, don't leave the bhajan. They said, okay, you go to temple and come. So with mass, we both went to a temple. They were doing bhajan. In that, we have see, in front of them there is a window. Uh, During one of the bhajan, my elder daughter could see Swami seeing through the window and Swami showing both the hands. So that was, she was also fortunate to see Swami through a window. Swami also recognized their sadhana, which they were doing as kids every day. So that way, Swami blessed both the kids. That these were the two instances which I wanted to share. Thanks again, Saira.
Sairam sisters, it was really a wonderful